Hey loves, welcome back to another video. We are jumping right into this fall set. I wasted no time getting into these fall sets, you guys, and hopefully I will have more to come. I definitely did this set last night and I posted it on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me, y'all, because they see stuff first sometimes. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. So jumping right into this video, I'm going ahead and I am going to clip just the number off the tip because I did not want to really make these any shorter than what they were. I wanted to go really long, and I told y'all that I would be doing a long set. So that is what we did here. These are like extra long. I really don't get into extra long. Anything after extra long, I don't get into it, y'all. Like, it's long at that point. But I did want to let y'all know that these tips and a few other tips that I have coming will be on my website very soon. I am going ahead and I'm using Zulay's number 131. I will also be using Dynamic Nail Supply number 180. If you want to go check those two acrylic powders out, they are both really nice. They work pretty similar actually when laying down, and this was actually my first time trying Zulay's acrylic, so I do approve. This was not sent to me to demo or review for you all for free. I did pay for this out of my pocket, so I mean, either way it goes, I'm gonna give y'all an honest review, but I always just want to let y'all know if I do get something sent to me for free or if it is paid for. But she did not send me this, so this is truly an honest review, and I actually did really like the acrylic. You guys, I left this in real time for you all so you could see exactly how it worked for me and how easy it was for me to mold. Now, I know y'all love acrylics like this, okay? I know y'all love acrylics like this. Y'all like acrylics that do not dry fast. I personally, my preference is not to have acrylics that dry this slow. However, the formula of it, the way that it moved, was okay with me. I just would prefer it to have dried a little quicker. Other than that, I had no issues dealing with this acrylic, and I would definitely purchase again, especially for her color selection. She does have a lot of deeper tones going on right now. I don't know if she always has these, but I was really on the search for deeper tones, and I came across hers because y'all kept mentioning, like, some of y'all thought that I was going to her to get my nails done, but I wasn't. And it made me think to go on her website, and I had to purchase some Zulay bling adhesive, which I will also be using in this video. So that is why I just went ahead and purchased some acrylics since I was already on her site purchasing some glue, some nail glue or rhinestone glue. I wanted to just go ahead and purchase a few more things. So I will give this acrylic a 9 out of 10 just because it is something that I'm familiar with. It reminds me of Dynamic. Like I said, they are very similar. And y'all know how much I love Dynamic. So I will definitely give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason it does not get a 10 from me is because it just dries too slow for me. I like faster drying acrylics. Now, if you do have problems with your acrylic drying super slow and you want to speed it up a little bit, you can add acetone to your monomer, and that will speed up the process of the acrylic drying. So the reason why y'all saw this finger start off kind of, or the top part of the ombre start off kind of in the middle, is because I was not able to film that segment for whatever reason. I forgot to, I don't know if I changed positions of the camera or what, but I did forget to press record. So that top part of the ombre got skipped over. So I do apologize for that. Also, you will not see me do the thumb in this video. I just did the 4 fingers, and the reason why you don't see anything on my ring finger right now is because I actually had to start the pinky and the ring finger over. And the reason why is because when I started this set, I had acetone in my monomer and I had forgot. So it was making my acrylic dry entirely too fast. Like, it was making it dry too fast. And I did that because I wanted the Zulaze acrylic to dry faster. But when I was going into the Dynamic Nail Supply acrylic, it was drying completely too fast. So I had to start the pinky and the ring finger completely over because they were just bulky, lumpy, and all sorts of mess. Like, they did not look good. So right here, you guys, I am taking an X-Acto knife, and I almost forgot this step for the second time. That is why it is cutting the way it is cutting, and I could not even reach to the very, very top because I had let my acrylic get too hard, because literally I forgot that I was doing this design on this nail. So when I went in to do it, the acrylic was pretty much already dry, you guys. I really had to dig, and it wasn't helping that this actually, if you look closely, my blade is actually in one of my wax pencils, and I had to do that because I do not have the handle to the X-Acto knives. So I had to make do with what I had around. I just have the blade. So I did insert one of the blades into my, my wax pencil, you guys. And that is what I ended up having to cut my, little, I call them cone designs, because they look like waffle cone designs. That is what I had to cut it out with. Now, when you are cutting out those designs, you want to make sure that you are dipping the blade into some acrylic powder so that it does not stick. I did not catch that. Again, another mistake. I did not catch that until I was like halfway through, and then I started dipping it in, but it was kind of too late. The design was already kind of looking funky at this point. So I just kept going through with it, and I did it up to a certain point, and then I just stopped, and I decided that I would put a jewel or like a big rhinestone at the top of that nail just to disguise the part that I could not get to since the acrylic was too dry. And it ended up actually coming out really, really well. I'm actually glad that I added more rhinestones to it. I already had in mind that I was going to add the rhinestones to that finger, but I'm glad that I ended up adding more jewels. I think it was really, really cute to have the gold with these colors tied into each other. So as you can see, this Dynamic Nail Supply acrylic powder is going down super, super great. Like, I love the consistency of their powder. It is not like when I put it on the nail. This is what I was in nail school today, you guys, and I was trying to describe to this girl in my class what type of acrylic that I like. And she said that she liked like Nail by Naya. She also liked Anna Acrylics, I think, and some other powders where I knew instantly what type of consistency that she liked. And I told her, you know, I don't prefer those consistencies. I actually like acrylic powders. When I put it on the nail, it looks like it's almost about to drip. Not that it is dripping and not that it is loose, but as you can see, you see how buttery that is, how I can just bring it down. And when I pat it, it moves very easily versus other acrylics when you just put it on the nail and it sits there. You know what I mean? Like, it just sits there kind of like Play-Doh almost. I don't prefer to use acrylics like that. I prefer to use acrylics like this, like Valentino consistency, not polished consistency. I wouldn't say McCart too much just yet. I know McCart is working on their brands and they're fairly new to acrylic systems. So their acrylic, I have heard, is a little more on the watery side. However, I have not tried all of their acrylics. I've only tried the ones that I got in the Your Nail Lab boxes, but I don't like them to be that runny. I do like the consistency, like I said, of Valentino, not polished, Young Nails, Dynamic Nail Supply, acrylic powders like that are what I always compare new acrylic powders to. So if you are ever wondering what I'm comparing it to or what I'm going off of, that is what I mean when I say I like for it to be a really, really buttery consistency. And I feel like Dynamic Nail Supply has a really, really nice buttery consistency. And the Zulay powder that I used today, I feel like that one is in between of what you all love, which is, you know, products like Anna Acrylics and Nailed by Naya, Fairy Acrylics. All of those are Zulay's acrylic powder. To me is like a in between of that and the ones that I prefer. So that is why I say I gave it a 9 out of 10, because I really do feel like it's a good product to work with, and it's not too still and too stiff. It was very movable, and I made sure to put it in real time to show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So yeah, I just wanted to get the tea out there for that and let y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I am talking about these consistencies of powder. So I also wanted to keep in here just how sometimes lumpy and bumpy my nails come out. Now, since I was already going to be capping these nails, I did not mind doing this. So right now what I'm doing is, as you can see those lumps, I am filling it in with acrylic powder, and that is just going to make the whole entire nail smooth and leveled out. You want to make sure that you are always checking from the side profiles to make sure that your nail has no dips and curves in it. Just like that, you see how I filled that out. Now I'm going to fill the second part out towards the tip of the nail, or towards the free edge, whichever one you want to call it. And I'm going to place another bead of clear acrylic, which is capping these nails, because I will be doing some filing towards the end. Not much, because the application was pretty decent, and I was able to keep the nails fairly thin. So I'm going ahead and I'm capping it with the clear to fill any of those lumps, humps, dips, bumps, whatever. And it ends up working out really, really nicely. So if you ever have these issues, you guys, just make sure that you are not piling on the colored acrylic so that you are able to do this without making your nails super, super thick. Now we are getting to the fun part, which is the nail that I got a lot of questions on, like, was it with paint or was it with acrylic? And this whole set was done with acrylic. What I do when I am doing color blocking, this was pretty much a color blocking type of nail design. I just cut out what design I wanted to be capped. So what I did was I really didn't have any particular like design in mind of how I was going to have this acrylic going. So I kind of just went with the flow of my brush, and wherever the acrylic landed is how I shaped it. So since it was kind of falling over to the side, I decided I was going to make it just like this, but then I decided to curve it a little bit, since when I pressed it in and brought it down, it kind of curved on its own. So I was like, okay, well, let me try to do a little curve like this, a little curve like that, each and every way. I honestly, you guys, this was not planned out. It was definitely just kind of a freestyle set that I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to use these two colors, and I knew that I wanted to do some, or attempt to do some 3D flowers, which y'all, we're gonna get to that when we get to that. But that is a whole, honestly, that should have been a whole separate video in itself, because it took me forever to do the 3D flowers, y'all. Like, when I tell you, it took me so long to do those 3D flowers. I'm probably honestly not even going to insert the entire 3D flower process. I might get one flower on camera for you all, because I just don't want y'all to have to sit through that. Like, it is really going to be ridiculous if I make y'all sit through that. I ended up taking the 3D flowers off, putting them back on, scraping them off with the X-Acto knife. Like, I had to drill some off because I kept messing up. So that is why the 3D flowers were not as neat as I wanted them to be. But that is just something that I need to keep practicing on, because I don't do them enough. And I just feel like I'm never going to get better at it if I don't practice. So because the middle finger that I just did the color blocking in is going to be the only one that I actually put glitter on, I waited to do that one, and that's why I skipped it. I just did not want to contaminate my monomer with the glitter acrylic, because that can be a complete disaster and mess up your whole look, you guys. So if you can, try to avoid using any acrylic powder that has glitter in it until the very end, so that you do not have to have glitter specks in your other nails that you don't want glitter in. So I know y'all see me chasing this bead around this nail, y'all. That is because my bead was extremely too wet. I should have dried it off before I placed it on the nail, but if you have this issue and if you're quick enough, you can definitely get it on each side. Just make sure that you lifting the acrylic on each side and putting it back into the middle of the nail, just to keep it all even. Because even at the end, as you can see, that nail was still evenly distributed. The acrylic was evenly distributed on that nail. I do want to mention that I did not leave any footage of me filing these nails at the end, just because, as you can see, these tips do not really need any shaping. Most of the tips that I buy, whether they're square, tapered square, coffin, they don't need too much shaping at the end, and that is why I buy them, because it kind of just eliminates that whole extra process of having to completely reshape and do your and get that shape back at the end. So these are great for if you are on a time constraint and just to keep your shape. Now obviously they work a little better if you can really have a nice application and foundation, then you won't have to overdo it at the end. But that is why you did not see me filing at the end of this video. I just felt it was kind of unnecessary, and this video was more about the application and how I got this look. So as y'all notice, on the side of that nail there was some clear space, and you have to fill that with the acrylic. Do not let any of those sides stay clear. If you can see through it, that means it is prone to breaking or cracking on the sides. So you want to make sure that acrylic is always covering it. As you can see, it's not enough. So I had to keep layering it until it was all completely covered. So always, like I said, make sure that you are checking your side walls. Make sure that you are checking the sides of the nail to make sure that they're even, and to check for little instances like that. So I did end up capping all the nails in clear, like I said, but I did, of course, want to cap this one before I attempted to put the glitter on that middle finger, because I did not, again, want to contaminate my monomer with the glitter acrylic and have little glitter specks in the other nails. I know I have not done this in a while, but I am going to link a little comment above for you all right here. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. And it's dope when I see you guys on other people's channel and y'all are still like mentioning me. And I don't know, I just like to see y'all supporting me in other channels as well. So thank you so much for the compliment, and thank you for supporting my channel so much. And y'all, if y'all have not seen that video of my nails being done by Todds, she actually posted the application video, so I'll link that above for you. So now I'm going back to the middle finger, and I am going to be putting this really pretty glitter acrylic from Dynamic Nail Supply. It is P900 if I'm not mistaken, or it's like PI900, something like that. I will link the video of when I swatched a whole bunch of Dynamic Nail Supply glitters and acrylics, or acrylic powders, up here for you all to see if you want to go check that out. And or maybe I'll put it at the end of the video, I don't know, but either way it will be linked somewhere, so you can go click on it and go view that. But all of their acrylics are $6. Zulay's acrylic, well, $6 to $8. All of Zulay's acrylics, I believe, are $11 to $13 if I'm not mistaken, so fairly priced as well. And she has really pretty acrylics as well. But yeah, I was going ahead and putting this down. I thought it would be a really nice color to go with this look. I would have done just simple gold acrylic powder, or gold glitter, obviously, acrylic powder. However, I did not have any gold acrylic powder, and I just didn't feel like mixing anything together right then and there, because at this point in time, it had already kind of taken me a while to get here, and I did not expect for it to take so long with doing the 3D flowers, which took a tremendous amount of time, y'all. Like, I just can't get over how long it took me to do those ugly 3D flowers. Like, I lied to y'all not. I do not think the 3D flowers were the best, but at that time when I was done, it was just no taking them off and redoing them. So I just let them stay there, and I was so tired. Y'all are gonna see at the end, I literally put my top coat over the entire nail of each nail. So that's why my flowers were shiny, you guys. And I even top coated my stones, and I never do that. I was just so exhausted. Like, this set took me so long, and I was actually watching Netflix In the Dark. Have y'all seen that show? In the Dark is my show, y'all. Murphy is my girl. But yeah, I was watching that show while doing these nails, so that probably slowed me down a little bit as well. But yeah, you guys, so anyway, back to the set. Just make sure that you are putting the glitter in it and making sure that it is neat. You still want to see the color blocking effect of it. So you want to see the designs of the other acrylic powders that were already down there before you started placing that glitter down there. So as you already saw, I put some more of the acrylic powder on the squiggly lines or the curved lines. I put some more powder on top of those to make them stand out a little more in case they got lost in the glitter. So you definitely want to make those pop. And I don't know if I showed it or not yet, because I have not cut and edited this part of my voiceover, but you will see that I'm going to actually add some more of the dynamic nail supply, the 180, surrounding the Zoulay's 131, that acrylic powder. I'm going to put some of that, and I'm just going to make the purple pop and stand out, because I did not want it to get lost in the glitter since it was so close to that color. The shades are very, very similar, so I did have to put a little bit of that nude color around the purple or the plum color to make it stand out. And I thought that brought the design a lot more to life as well. It almost looked kind of like a marble. So if you are not comfortable doing designs like this or color blocking, and you want to get kind of a look like this on that middle finger, I would highly suggest that you do a marble. Do y'all see how cute it's looking? Like, I honestly could have left the set just like this and I would have been happy. It was so cute at this point, and I really felt like if I wanted to, I could have made this whole entire set matte. However, I wanted to do it shiny just because the glitter was in it. But maybe next time I will try something similar and keep it matte. One more thing about this design, make sure that you are using an acrylic powder that does not dry too fast, but you also do not want to do this with an acrylic powder that dries on the slower side. That is why you saw the, you don't want to do the small lines with an acrylic powder that dries too slow, because then it's going to give you want something to stay in place. It's going to have too much time to move around, and it is easier to mold designs like this with acrylic that is kind of on the quicker drying side. So that's why you see a lot of people when they do 3D flowers, they will use like Young Nail Speed acrylic, because it dries a little faster, and it just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just molds better. And it's not able to, if you notice some 3D flowers, if you're using a slower drying acrylic, when you press the 3D flowers down, they will rise back up, like they'll polymerize again. So, well, I guess that doesn't make sense, polymerize again. They're already polymerized, but they'll rise back up, and then you'll have to keep pressing them down until the acrylic powder sets. So it's better to work with a more on the faster drying side acrylic powder when you are doing designs like this and 3D flowers. So I personally capped this entire nail in clear acrylic. However, if you do not want to take that route, you can just cap the parts that have glitter on it and make it leveled out to the height or the thickness of what your design was. If you know, if that makes any sense at all, you can like level it out that way if you want to do that without capping the entire nail. However, I was just being lazy at this point and I just decided to go ahead and cap the entire nail and make it all the same thickness. So it was just a little easier for me that way. But if you do not want to, like, if you want the design to appear and feel 3D, and you want them to like actually see the grooves and everything, then you do not have to cap that. However, it was just easier to do so. So that is what I did. So now I am going in with some Zule Bling adhesive. I do have this one and I also have the one that actually goes in the refrigerator, but this one was right next to me, so that is why I decided to open it up. This is my very first time using it, you guys. So I felt like it dried really well, and I cannot tell you how it wore, obviously, because I don't know. I'm not wearing them. I popped these off right after. However, I wanted to use this glue on this set because I know for a fact that I'm going to pop these babies on and go out somewhere this fall, y'all. Like, I already have an outfit to match these nails and everything. Like, so I'm probably going to do this set again to match my other hand, or maybe do another fall set to go on my other hand. But I wanted these rhinestones to stay. I accidentally did not remember to file before putting the rhinestones on. So that is what I did off of camera. And then I came back to it and then I started to do the 3D flowers. Now, y'all, there is not enough talking through this segment of the video to save anybody's life, okay? Because let me tell y'all, this disaster of petals was killing me. Like, when I tell y'all the stress I endured just trying to get these petals to act right. This one, honestly, this one right here was probably the easiest out of all the petals that I did. And even this one took forever. Then we get to the second child that want to act crazy. Is it the first or the second child that act crazy? I don't know, but it's this child right here. This petal is that child. Like, y'all, when I tell you, it just was not working for me. I think my bead was too wet, maybe. I don't think that I think that I should have dried the bead out before placing it down. That's one thing. Then I have this thing of perfection where I just have to keep messing with stuff. So y'all are going to see in a minute, like, the fact, like, y'all are going to be like, oh, it's cute. And then I keep going. Like, I keep going. I'm pretty sure it's this petal right here where it's like cute at one point. Like right here. Hold on. Where is it? Hold up, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I lied. That was the wrong petal, y'all. So I'm back. And I think it's this petal. It's either this petal or it's going to be like the third petal that I put down on this finger. And I lied to y'all not. Y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all going to be like, girl, you should have just left it left the hell alone. You should have just left it alone, because at this point, this right here was fine. I could have just left that petal just like this right there. I could have left it. But this one kept polymerizing, or not polymerizing, kept bouncing back up. Like, it kept filling with more liquid, so it was not dry enough. And that is one of my mistakes that I was making. I was not laying these beads dry enough. But right here, I feel like I should have just stopped. I should have just stopped with what I was doing, left them alone. Like, I should have just left them alone. But no, what does Leesa want to do? Leesa wants to add more petals, because Leesa thinks that I can spruce this up a little bit. But little did Leesa know that Leesa was about to mess the whole entire petal up. Now, I'm not even going to show y'all the entire done deal of this, but just know that I scraped a lot off and I put a lot back on, and then I scraped a lot off and then I put a lot back on. It was a mess. It was a mess. Y'all know how the first or second child, which one is it? Which child comes out the worst, the first or the second? Whichever child that is how this petal went, because it was just looking a hot mess, you guys. Like, I was so over myself for even trying it with these petals. Next time, I'm going to practice petals before trying to record a video, because I really played myself. Now, these were not as bad, but they were still bad. This finger right here was actually a lot better than what happened on my pointer finger. And y'all, I wasn't even about to put y'all through that. I was not about to waste 15 minutes of y'all life putting y'all through no 45-minute video of me trying to do petals on one finger. That pointer finger was even more of a hot mess. That pointer finger was the stepchild, okay? Because that one was just, it was bad. It was really bad. So I don't even know how much of the second finger or the pointer finger petals that I put in, but I know for a fact that I did not put that full entire detail of me doing the petals on that finger. I think this one was enough for y'all to get the gist of it's a hell no for me. And I'm gonna keep working on it, but for right now, don't come to me for no petals. Like, don't come for me for no flowers, because y'all gonna walk out with rose petals or whatever petals looking like vaginas. That's what it's gonna be. I'm sorry to be so explicit, but that's what they look like, and that's what was going on right here. So unfortunately for the viewers, I ended up doing more acrylic flowers, the petals, and they were coming out pretty much the same, messed up. At this point, I just skipped the whole polymerizing part of it, but I put 2 beads down next to each other without pressing them down, and this was the result of that. After a while, it was taking forever to dry, you guys. Like, I was legit over it. This is how I felt. Like, literally, that's how I felt. Like, I just was over it. I was dead over it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm at a loss for words. Just like how y'all are looking at this right now, y'all are probably at a loss for words too. But y'all, they look like, I'm not even gonna say that, because just know I tried, you guys. The beads were too wet. They were too wet. I was doing too much. I will try again next summer. So yeah, I just ended up flattening them out once they got a little dry and making them pointy, and that was about all I could do. And we went on to the next finger, y'all. So unfortunately, I did not get a lot of the stone placement. However, I just wanted to show you all what I did to the pinky nail. and I use rhinestones. I know a lot of people are using caviar beads for that placement, but I went ahead and I used some rhinestones because I just wanted it to glisten a little more and shine a little more, and I thought it came out really cute. But my phone, I have 256 gigabytes of storage, I think it is. But y'all, apparently I had way too many photos, too many texts, too many videos, like too much in my phone. So I literally had to complete this video because it kept stopping me. Like my camera kept cutting off. I had to delete videos. I had to delete over 3,000 pictures. I had to delete, I think, over 1,000 videos. Like I literally had to clean my phone out to get this video posted. So that is what, if y'all are wondering why this video took so long to get posted, even though it doesn't feel like that long to you, I wanted this video to be up when I posted the actual set, but I was not able to do that. It was just taking entirely too long, and a lot of my video was getting cut off, and it was just a mess towards the end. I was super tired. I was up until 2 o'clock doing these nails. I had to be to class at 10 o'clock, but it takes me like an hour to get to my class, so I wake up at 8. So by the time I got in bed 8 and was good to go, it was like 3, probably almost 4 o'clock. So I really only got 4 hours of sleep last night. And y'all, it was just been a mess trying to edit this video, but I made it through. And I just want to let y'all know I did not intentionally take parts of the ending of this video out. I just really could not get my storage to work, to comply with me. So I had to keep, my camera kept cutting off. I had to keep going back and deleting stuff just to get it right. So now everything is done, you guys. Everything has been put on. We're going to take some Dynamic Nail Supply top coat. Now I did use this small brush. I started off using this small brush, and I was going to use it to get in the crevices so that I would not have to paint over the petals. Now I know that a lot of people do not paint over the petals because they want that texturized look to look like actual leaves. A lot of people do not paint over their stones either, which I typically don't. But you guys, like I said, it was 2 o'clock. I have been doing these nails forever. I don't even know how long I did them, but I know that I was in that nail room for hours. And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna sit here in front like these were not stressing me out. I was ready to go. I was ready to go to bed. I wanted to go to sleep. I did put this in here for y'all. Y'all like that slow-mo of the glitter reveal? I know y'all love a glitter reveal. So I did put that in there, but yeah, I was just ready to go. So I ended up just top coating literally over all the petals, which I kind of regret doing that because I feel like the look would have came out even more pretty if I had not top coat over the petals. But you guys, like I said, I was super tired. That is literally all I had for y'all. It cut out on me again, so I couldn't even finish top coating in the video for you all. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video so much. I know I love this set. I know there are a few things that I could have done better, but as the videos come, I will keep progressing and working on how to critique myself and fix a lot of things that y'all see wrong in the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless, and I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Mwah. Bye.